All right, back in. Where's the music? The music go? Hello? Oh. I forgot I was listening to the performance last time we were here. All right, sweet. Greg Nog. Let's run it. Wi-Fi's been weird today, so I don't know how our faraway data centers will handle, but we'll see. I mean, that's true, Amatsu, but wouldn't you say that's part of the appeal? Oh, shit. No, I have water. I thought I had. Alright. It's been a while since we played Greg Nog. We didn't do the last event with the Greg Nog. And I don't remember... Okay, we have gotten here. Alright, good. Alright. Yeah, we have not played with Greg Nog very much. That's fortunate. When I get money again, I might change the name to Amatsu, but we'll see. I don't know. No, my soul Phoenix. My favorite. Also, found soju. I didn't know I had soju, but I do. Thoughts? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Is that like the vibe tonight? I don't know. I genuinely like. I haven't had soju in like forever. I feel like I just want to drink it out of the bottle. Like, I feel like that's a dangerous move, but I also I don't feel like pouring myself stuff. So. And Mike's harder. Nice. I mean, I guess it's good for Mike, you know. Seems a little inappropriate to say that right about now, but like I guess that's fine. Whoa, dude. Mahjong Master is correct. Holy shit, this guy's awesome. That's a good adventure play too. God damn. Mike's chill like that. All right, good. That's good. That's good. It's it like feels a little TMI, so like, you know, I just wanted to make sure Mike was good, so that's good. Although Mike's been hard for a long time. Mike should go to the doctor. This is a bad joke. And now Mike's harder? What the fuck? That's definitely not normal. Fuck Mike Wazowski off the rip is crazy. Holy shit. Marry Mike Myers and kill Mike Tyson. Damn. Michael Myers before Mike Tyson is crazy. Mike Wazowski before any of them is crazier. I mean, like, I guess Mike Tyson famously not super stable in his peak career, but Michael Myers, the fucking killer? Yeah, no, he'd be great. Never mind. What am I talking about? The actor from Shrek. Oh, is that no? Yeah, Mike Myers is the actor from Shrek. Is Shrek, not who is the fucking serial killer? Who the fuck is Michael Myers? There's like another Myers, I think. Who am I thinking of? like a movie serial killer, not like a real. Yes, no. Michael Myers is also okay. So both the actor and the fucking Michael Myers killer with the mask. All right, sweet, good. All right. Okay, I wasn't insane. Thank God. I was like, am I like going crazy? Who the fuck is Michael Myers? Oh, only Smash Michael Myers the killer. Okay, cool. Good to know. I don't have the third option? What the fuck? Wait, what? They took away the third option? Which was the fashion report? For some reason? The hell? Oh, it's because I don't know about it yet. I haven't done the quest for the fashion report, so I don't actually know about it. That's all right. Very weirdly specific. But apparently, you don't get the third option if you haven't been to that location yet. Which is odd because very few people have you have to unlock the gold saucer before you do that. I might be the first person to get that because you have to unlock the gold saucer to start the quest. I've tried that. But then you cannot have done the quest can't have done passion for fashion. Apparently, that's crazy. I don't know why that's so specific, but all right, work. I should have checked the other option because I think I had limited options on the first one. I just accidentally skipped through it. Actually, that might be it. Because I haven't done the Chocobo racing either. Or so it might have just automatically given me the option at first. I should have read it better. That would have been fun. Oh well. All right. Well, we can't. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the Jumbo Cactpot for most of the characters, but we can claim them at least for the characters that we did go through. And we can gamble on everyone. I guess I'll complete the quest for Gregnog that we didn't complete before. Yes. Yes. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Well, we can't win anywhere here. Yeah, it looks like I never finished the Gold Saucer quest. I guess it's probably not out of the realm of possibility that someone unlocked the Gold Saucer and didn't do all the side quests like I do, but... Damn. Circle gave us sneaky under the... Whoa. Okay. Hold on. I got what did you guys get? I had to give a blowjob to the fucking attendant. He did pay you. He paid you in fantasy money. I don't know if that counts. Like even in I guess in the chat universe, that's real money. But in Final Fantasy universe, 73. Okay. That is not real money. Non-transferable. The fantasy blowjob. Oh, okay, my bad. You're right. Final Fantasy themed blowjob. What was the original? Was that the original post? I can't remember what the original post was. What? Fuck. What was it? Was it Naruto themed blowjob? What was it? I can't remember what it was. I haven't even tuned everything. Holy shit. The meme with the NES wallet, I think. No, it's hold on. Fuck. If I look up fantasy themed blowjob, I'm not gonna get the answer I need to. It's not gonna give me the answer I want. It's gonna give me a lot of search results. It will be very interesting. There's like another one. It's like, no, there's like the Toriel cosplay that gave me a blowjob. There's also another tweet that's like, it was like, oh, I need myself a Naruto themed blowjob or something like that, something along those lines. And I used to say like that for like any franchise, among our friends and stuff. And I can't remember what it was. Hold on. You know what? Opening up private window. Google.com/themed blowjob. Tweet. What happens if I... Alright, this can't be right. There, I found it. I found it.
If you were the Toriel cosplayer who gave me a blowjob at DragonCon, please inbox me.
Yep,
I think you took my wallet. It looks like an NES.
It's not that one. Hold on. What is it? It is an Naruto themed blowjob for weed. Naruto themed blowjob for weed. I'll post. I don't know how to show this on stream. Let me just post it in Discord. It's very important image for me. All right, there we go. Held for sex words. We don't allow those. What's up, bye? What is that? Yeah, there you go. All right, Naruto themed blowjob for weed. You're in deadlock. That's crazy. I heard that game is good. Probably having fun. Bye. Did you see my message on Discord? Do I just like chug this? Or like what's the play here? What's the vibe tonight? I do have work in the morning. I can't like go hard on it, but I think I could drink a little bit. Savor it? Alright, whatever. I can't drink. I have a game going. I'm going to background. All right. Damn. All right. I can just save it. We can save it. We can save it for another day. Chugging would give me a bad hangover. This is definitely true. All right. Let's save it. Let's save it for another day. Maybe tomorrow. I just forgot I had it. And then like you messaged me with soju, and I was like, wait, oh, I think I bought some a while back. So I think after work tomorrow or Tuesday, either one. I don't have work in the morning. I'm off Tuesday and I'm off Wednesday. So either Tuesday or Monday, I can indulge in soju drinking. I haven't like actually drank anything in a while either. Like not even like at dinner. I haven't not had like wine with dinner in like weeks, or anything else. So I'm probably pretty lightweight right now, but that might be fun. As long as work isn't too terrible tomorrow, I suppose. Yeah, good. That is everywhere. All right, let's see. Ososuke! They're still here. This Chad, Mary Locke's lady kills Sesame Seed Sam. Thomas Einstein, New York Bagel. Those, I feel like those are all real bagels. I feel like those are a real bagel company. I am not working on any of them, for the record. One of these days, though, it's going to dox me. I don't know. I don't know if it's big enough for them to know. Einstein Bros is so good. I feel like I've heard of them. I've never had them. They can't be that good. Sure, they're pretty good. Actually, the bagel shop I'm working at is not even the... look, I'm not... Alright. Look, look, controversial, alright? Thomas the store brand, gotcha. That's right, yeah. It's not even the best bagel shop in the area. I had better bagels at another bagel shop in the area, but this one's the chain. This one everyone goes to. It's like, you know. No, please! I need my job! I work at John Bagel. I work under John Bagel. Sorry, it's very different. It's not, that's my boss. What was I gonna say? Right. I gotta check in with them because I gotta make sure I'm getting paid. So I looked on Toast, which is like the payment thing, and it says that I've worked no hours this week or ever. It says I have not ever worked at any hours in this location. So I gotta figure. I'm like, am I gonna get paid soon? Like, then I think it's the end of this week, but I haven't gotten paid in a bit. I got paid for my first week, and that was it so far. But I think like they end on Sundays. Yeah, they pay you in toast. Yeah, I get a lot of toast. They're a bagel shop, but they pay me in toast. It's weird. Anyway, yeah, no, it's the app or whatever. What was I gonna say? Right, and then so I got paid for the first week. I got like not a lot of money. And then I've been working hella, so hopefully soon. It is bi-weekly, which kind of sucks. My last gig was weekly, but oh well. Which means it's time for ice soup this week. Basically, it's ice soup for this week. I have negative $24 in my account right now. That's pretty bad. I spy all the time. No, only on the weekends. Most places are bi-weekly. The place I had was really nice. That's what being bisexual is about, is being gay only on the weekends. That's what they told me, at least. I wouldn't lie. Gay on the weekends or straight on the weekend? I think it's gay on the weekends, but I could be wrong. You know, like, look, there's a lot of rules that I don't know about, so I apologize if I get something wrong. However, from my limited knowledge as a straight person, I do think it is gay weekends. Though tomorrow it is game month, so then they can be game for the whole month. So, oh, it depends on the person. That makes sense. So I think starting tomorrow, I do believe you have to be gay for the entire month. Harley Quinn, Sailor Moon, that's a child, and Dante, heard. Yeah, I mean, legally, I think you have to. I don't think they allowed you not be gay on Pride anymore. So, I guess I'll just have to adjust. I don't know. I'll figure it out. The liberal agenda will assassinate you. Yeah, it's illegal to be straight. What is Warrior of Dirt interested in? Oh, Chocobos meet at the racetrack. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, that cat's me doing some heterosexual shit tomorrow. It's over, actually. All right. Dirt. What is Warrior Dirt? Yeah, he likes dirt. Do you like dirt? I love dirt. You can gain MGP to exchange for dirt. I'm doing this quest with Cuddle Goblin here. Very cool. Oh, that's a sick Indian, actually. Will Junior Jinbei? Jinbei? Yeah, so I mean, it's been nice like streaming and stuff like that. I believe they are killing me tomorrow for Pride. So you know, it's been nice knowing you guys. It's been fun. But they are killing me tomorrow as part of Pride celebration. So you just gotta understand. Personally, I think it's gonna be a good change in this community. I take this quest real quick. I can't really do anything with it. What job do I even have that's level 38? Oh, Fisher. No, Fisher's level 39. Whatever. 37, rather. Yeah, sacrifice is required, and I think they, you know, it's like one of those things where, like, they're like, oh, you know, the giant dragon of the village, and to sacrifice one, you have to sacrifice the virgin to the dragon. Anyway, so there we go. That's how it is. Actually, just carpenter or someone else that's lower level. Culinarian. I can't wait till Warrior Shirt has to beat the entire game. I don't know if it's possible. Ah, dude, Josh is back. Josh is back. Josh is the most consistent character we've had so far, I think. There is an artist named John Manderville. Okay. Do they go by Josh? Oh, I win. Oh, Josh. Okay, all right. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, so there is, at the very least, precedent for a Josh Manderville. Okay, heard. I guess that makes sense now. They aren't hallucinating. There is a Josh Manderville out there. All right, sweet. All right, Warrior of Dirt down. Shadow Hedgehog time. You know what? Like, so we have the Sonic crew, right? I mean, I don't know if we're ever gonna play the Sonic crew again, but it does. Shadow Hedgehog is technically not in the Sonic crew, so someone could make Shadow Hedgehog on Crystal, because this is an entirely different data center than Crystal. Someone definitely could make Shadow Hedgehog and Crystal as their Sonic OC for what are we on? I can't remember, Mateus, something like that, which I believe is the Emperor's name for Battle Blitz 2. Yes, Shadow Crankhog. No, I think it's true. Yeah, it could be Shadow Crankhog, but I think Shadow Hedgehog is the one to go for. The one to go for. All right, let's go gamble. My wife called and told me to stop cranking my hog so loudly. So I said, I'm sorry, honey. I'll try not to crank my hog so much that it disturbs you. I love you, sweetie pie. Something like that. This is a well-informed adventure. Eventually, I will be a Dark Knight, and I will be a Reaper. So I can be the edgiest possible person. That is Shadow Hedgehog's goal. It's a best strategy game for mammoths and minions. It's a very serious endeavor. Arguably, it should have just been Black Mage instead of Dragoon. But I think Dragoon is still pretty edgy. Make character? What's up? What do you mean? You already have a guy, right? Make characters from other franchises? Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. That'd be fun, yeah. I don't know what else we would like. I need inspiration to strike me, you know, like it's just like a fun character. To be, I mean, like the obvious is like Mario. Mario would just be a monk, and I guess there's Mario Paint to give you a Pictomancer. I don't think he would be anything else, though. He can breakdance as a form of in the Olympic Games, I suppose, but mostly he's like a sportsman or a plumber or jump man. You know, there's not any like it doesn't have any combat classes or many combat classes. In Rabbids, he has a gun, I suppose, but I don't think that counts. Black Mage potentially for fire access. Fair. I don't know. You can build, that's right. You can build. I don't know what there's no like building class though, you know? Like not like how like Builder Mario would do it, you know? Like there's crafting classes obviously, but there's no just like generic like Builder Man, you know? I don't know. Oops. Hey, everyone. Carpenter... Yeah, Carpenter's probably the best option. It's like the most, like, working man class, and at the end of the day, Mario is just a working man, you know? Yeah, I don't know. We have chaos control and guns. I obviously have not worked. That's another thing, is working with the retainers the first time in a while. All right, there we go. I think if I did make like an actual Shadow thing, I think Shadow Hedgehog, like if I made like so this isn't Shadow the Hedgehog. I think is very important. This is just the edgiest character I can think of. I think if I made Shadow, I think he could be a machinist as well. I think someone has to make Shadow Hedgehog for Crystal and make them an actual, like, Shadow the Hedgehog man, you know? He was in Punch-Out, that's true. But only as the rep, you know? Like, does that count? I don't know. You know, like, counts as a rep, as a rep, but, like, not as, like, a... You know, I wouldn't consider that to be, like, a, like, he doesn't necessarily fight, I guess. Fair. I guess that's a fair list. I don't think this is going to sell for anything more than that, so I'm not going to follow the bait on that one. Alright. There we go. Actually, hold on. I gotta send you out on an adventure real quick. Alright, time for guns. Incredible. It's perfect. Alright, there we go. I don't have anything I need you to sell, though, unfortunately. Let's see. Chainer, gear. I don't think I have anything for you that I can give you. Maybe a better... I might be able to give you a better lance, actually. Hold on. It would appear not. Nope. Alright, anyway. Yep. Go back out there. Sweet. Alrighty. Yeah, I think I made like Shadow actually. I think a machinist. All Sonic the Hedgehog is duelist or machinist, monk, ninja, and like maybe black mage. No, I don't know. There's like no way to do chaos control shit, you know. So like I think like we just have to do I think just ninja, monk, machinist, maybe Dark Knight. Or Reaper or something edgy, you know, like something like super edgy. Like we could do Reaper. Would make sense. All right. Anyway, that's on Shadow Hedgehog. Next. All right, Jeremiah Wilson. Yeehaw.
Shadow, it's me, the devil.
It's me, the devil. Shadow, it's me, the devil. I'm here to convince you to do sin. All right, Jeremiah. Let's see what you got. This is a weird setup I have for this. It's not too bad, I suppose. Just fix some things like that. Here. That works. Oh, Fenrir pup. Look at that little guy. Little Fenrir. And it's that fucking that one Mortal Kombat character, but as a guy. I guess that's one way to do it. I don't know. I feel like the themes are real, like having like a themed character is really funny. I really like doing that. But I feel like I gotta have the inspiration for it. Like I like only leveling certain jobs that I think a certain character would do, you know? It's fun when you're a little drunk, that's true. Or a little high, or whatever. And I am none of those things currently. I'm very sober because I have to wake up at 5 in the morning tomorrow. Which is a very sobering thought. Mondays I'm in at 6:15. For whatever reason, it's different depending on the day. So Thursdays I'm in at 6:30, and Saturdays I'm in at 7. But anyway. Plenty of chocobos to meet at the racetrack. It's too early for me too. I don't know, it's pretty yeah, it's a little rough. But I don't know. It's what I was able to find, so I don't know. I gotta try to look for another job, but right now I just am not in a very good position for, like, I don't know. I gotta figure something out, but yeah. No, I'm like I'm so used to waking up at like noon. So I've gotten a really bad schedule where on the days that I do work, I wake up at 5, and the days that I don't work, I wake up at noon. Like I go to bed at like the same time regardless. Between like 10 and 12. So I either get like 12 hours of sleep or I get like 6 hours of sleep. And it's probably not good for me. Hugh Jazz. Bill Clinton? He's a blue mage. Come to my island, call me Bubba or Slick Willy. Interesting. All right, well, we're leaving that alone forever. Oh, shit. No, Clinton. All right. There we go. Golden Globetrotter. Golden Globetrotter. All right, let's gamble. Damn. Oh, I shouldn't have on the corner. That worked well, but all right. I've not yet. I think I have access to retainers. I think I need to get Jeremiah Wilson a retainer, actually. We can start making money. I probably will not. Probably this character was created. This was not a stream character. This is a character I created to start playing with Jared. Before our stream characters were made, so I can show him the ropes and stuff. But it did not get very far, so. Alright. Jeremiah Wilson's a working man. You understand? Alright. Let's get you a retainer. Or two. Alright, Jeremiah Wilson's retainers. I think Jeremiah Wilson gets I'm tempted to just like a beautiful cat girl and a raw girl. Rogadin women? Rogadin women. I can do that. Wait a minute, you just want to see a Rogadin woman. Hella based. There we are. It's essential for market board. You sell more that way. The Ojosama? Sama? Is that how you... That's good, but that's good a hairstyle. Should use that on someone, but not on this one, I think. Ooh, there we go. Oh yeah, there we are. Icy blue is good. Kind of like the ice blue. How fun. I don't know if it fits the eyebrows are like fucking me up though for some reason. I don't know. I can change the eyebrows though. That's growing on me. It's growing on me. Yeah, big books. Nope, big books. That's what we're talking about. I love big books, and I cannot lie. I was cursed by a witch. For both of those things. What is this, dude? This accentuates the eyebrows. Actually, eyebrows are like bothering me. I don't know what is up with the eyebrows. I don't like the like icy blue eyebrows are weird. It's just the hair color is like fucking me up. I think I gotta change it. Hold on. I don't know what we do instead. I think it's just basic. We'll keep it at that. Alright, that works. I'm down with this. Not that voice. Jesus. Someone's got to get arrested. Holy shit. Sure, whatever. Alright. What is this person's name? Alright, hold on. What is the right trainer's name? Big books. That's big books. Alright, another one. I got Vieira. A very tall Vieira woman now. Jeremiah Wilson has a type. And it's super based. He likes Big books, exactly. There we go. I do kind of like that. Like, there's this weird, like, space in the hair that I disagree with. I like that. All right, but there we go. Oh, hell yeah. Fair enough. Well, I feel like any D&D character works, you know, so as long as you like playing them, that's the most important part. Like, you could have the weakest character ever and it'd still function. Long years. I'm all ears, motherfucker. I'm all ears. Fair enough. That works. Oh yeah, I don't need to test any others. That was a good one. Okay. I don't know. All ears. Yay. I don't. Okay, interesting. Bun Bun Chan, Neko Mimi Chan. Occasionally, dude, like occasionally they talk like the worst Redditor you know. Like, yeah, I know a little Japanese. Yeah, and AI is very at least generative AI takes a lot of stuff from Reddit of all places for whatever reason. And I like Reddit. No, I'm on Reddit, I guess is more accurate to say. I don't like sometimes what? Snoo? Okay, Snoo is the mascot. Steve and Karen, I don't know who those are, but I feel like Reddit is one of those things where like you know, you see a bunch of interesting things, you're like, wow, you know, I can really cater my experience to how I want it to be. You know, this is really nice. And then like you just witness the most rage-inducing thing you've ever seen, and it's like not like you know, like not like legitimately like anything, you know, either. It'll just be like somebody will, I don't know, someone will just say something so incorrect. That's probably smart, because scrolling Reddit is occasionally just miserable by the factor of it recommends you subreddits that I hate. Like, the worst subreddit on planet Earth is untrustworthy Pop-Tarts. I genuinely hate untrustworthy Pop-Tarts. It is the worst subreddit I've ever had the displeasure of seeing. It's an entire subreddit of quirky people being like, I don't think that was real. Like, basically just going off of their other posts and saying that this was very unlikely that they actually experienced a phenomenon like this. And it pisses me off because it's called untrustworthy Pop-Tarts. It's just the most Reddit nothing I've ever heard. It's such like a Reddit, like it's not rage bait. It's real. They're real about it. Not everything is rage bait. Some things are just bad. I'm mad about it. I don't like it. It keeps popping up. It's not rage bait. Some things are just bad and I can get mad about it. I'm very passionate about this. I don't like untrustworthy Pop-Tarts. I don't want them to show it to me anymore. I don't know how to make it not show it to me. It's bad on it's not. I can guarantee you it's not. It's meant to be that these people are just like calling out yeah, no, they're just calling out things they think are fake on the internet. That's the goal. That's the whole goal. And so that's fine and all, but it's just like, it's so self-righteous. It's just like I'll see a post and I'll be like, oh, that's a fun post. And then 5 posts later will be that same post on untrustworthy Pop-Tarts to be like, actually, it's unlikely that this thing would, this very possible thing would occur. I think they faked it. I don't know how to mute subreddits. I can't figure it out for some reason. Here, let me see if I can figure it out. I keep saying I'm not interested in this, and it won't, like, take it away. Also, the shitposting subreddit is terrible as well. 3 dots in top corner. Alright, hold on. Let's see if I can find it. It's not going to show up now. Alright, I'll do this next time. I'm not going to worry about it right now. But yeah, no, I gotta stop doing that because that's awful. There's a couple other ones, like, explain the joke is bad. Like, sometimes Reddit is just, like, bad. You know, you're just like, how are you like this? Take one, leave one? I have not heard of that one. What is that one? Meme exchange, they're unholy. Gotcha. That makes meme exchange is fine. Like any like meme exchange subreddits, there's a bunch. There's like a million of them, and the quality of them always and the the subject of them always depends on what thing is. So for some reason I'm in the shit posting subreddit and it's always terrible. It's like sometimes you get good memes and most of the time you get like weird just like sometimes you just get like 9-year-olds version of conservative politics, you know, and you're just like, this is fucking bad. I don't know why I'm here. Anyway. Big Books. Oh, hold on. Is obviously a... Sure. Fuck r/creepy. Mary r/wholesome memes. Wait, hold on. I don't have a second thing, do I? A skill, I am a total piece of shit. I have not heard of that one, and I feel like that would make me upset as well. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna be here for a bit. I'm gonna make you a marauder. I don't have, like... Oh, whatever. Alright, give me a second. I just need to get to level 5 as Marauder and Rogue so I can do have my things going. But yeah, sometimes Reddit is just awful. Like, and then you like... So that's like the and then then you have people that are like genuinely dislike Reddit, and like I'm like I understand now. But I think all communities in the internet are the worst communities in the internet. Like they're just like there are definitely communities that are that like have more or less of an identity to them, you know. It all can be bad on occasion. Some are just I feel like, but like some I don't know, like so, and I don't know. It's just like a weird thing. What is this? Yeah, switch. Let's level 5 real quick. Or yeah, second. These. But sometimes really funny. Great. There's a couple like just meme subreddits that I like that I haven't subscribed to for whatever reason. But like I'm trying to think of literally anything. I'm coming on a blank, but there you go, fair enough. Like there's one that's just like it's just a key smash of characters, and that usually has good memes. r/key smash. It's not that. It's just r. It's like r/ like, you know, very different. Get away from me, dude. Go away. Go away. Do you need? Oh yeah, absolutely. Alright. I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to buy a thing, a weapon upgrade for both Rogue and Marauder. Can I use mounts yet? No. Concentration. So concentration just means is two things. You can't have more than one thing that you're concentrating on at a time. If a spell says you have concentration, you can't cast another spell that has concentration. If you do, the first concentration goes away. The second thing is that while you're concentrating on something, people can basically attack you to fuck up your concentration. And then there's mechanics based around what you have to roll for that, but I'll do that for now. Yeah, you can do literally anything else while you're concentrating. So the only thing you can't do is other things with concentration. You can read an entire book as long as it doesn't break your concentration. The only thing that's similar that you won't be able to do is long casting times or ritual casting. If a spell requires more than a single action to cast, that is when you have to spend all of your resources casting that spell. You can't do anything else while you're doing that. But a spell you've already casted and have concentration on, you can then cast other spells, as long as it doesn't as long as that spell doesn't require an action from there. So it's just like, so if a spell says like casting time, 1 minute or something like that, then you have to spend an entire minute doing only that. If a spell has concentration 1 minute, then you've already casted the spell and it'll last for a minute, basically. That's the gist. So don't worry about don't worry too much about casting time. As that's just a very similar mechanic that some people get tripped up with. The only thing you got to worry about is that if you cast something, and it has concentration, you can't cast. If you cast another thing that has concentration, you are no longer casting the second thing, or you're no longer casting the first thing, rather. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you're I think they call it a third caster. So you cast a third as much as a wizard can, basically. Or you can cast a third as much as a wizard can. But otherwise, yeah, less spell heavy, much more like you have like permanent magical items or crafted items and stuff. So you probably won't have to worry about concentration too much. I guess going into it, I guess there is there's a constitution is important for concentration if that is important to you. If for example, if you are concentrating on a spell and I attack you, you have to what the fuck? That cannot be worth that much. Fuck it. That guy selling 77 of them for fucking millions. Sounds good, yeah. Sweet. Yeah, basically, the only thing, so if you have a, if you are attacked while you are concentrating on something, you have to make a Constitution saving throw equal to 10 or half of the damage you take, whichever is higher. So if you get hit by attack dealing 15 damage, half of it would be 7 technically, and then so you'd have to roll a 10 on a Constitution saving throw to maintain casting it, basically. The same thing happens if you get if you do something that is very much going to disrupt you. For example, like you're like, hey, I fell off my perch, you know, then that might also disrupt your concentration. You're probably not doing well for other reasons, but definitely not doing well on that either. I mean, that's not bad for level 2. For level 2, that's great. You're not supposed to have a lot of HP as in level 2, so It probably will not be doing 15 damage to you at a time. Probably. Alright, there we go. Another thing, yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, you probably want to be staying away from things supporting on the back line. Another thing to watch out for when casting, this is a rule that not everyone does. I do follow the book on this. You can only cast one spell per turn. They call it a spell action now. You only, in 2024 edition, they call it a spell action to make it, or a magic action rather. They call it a magic action. You'll get one magic action per turn. Even if you could cast two spells that, like, one's a bonus action and one's an action, you can only catch one per turn. So you can cast a cantrip and a first level spell, or any leveled spell. Sorry, you can only cast one leveled spell per turn. You can have a spell that is a bonus action, and then you cannot cast any other leveled spell per turn. Bonus action is still used, but it's just basically so it's just a separate economy to the action economy. It just makes sure that spellcasters aren't completely overpowered. Otherwise, you can do some crazy bullshit. But so essentially, point of Prish. So you cast. So for example, let's say you have, I don't know, like Shield of Faith or something like that, or like whatever it is, like Armor of Faith or whatever the spell is. Shield of Faith is a bonus action. You cast that on yourself to give yourself more AC. Then you still have another action to use. If your action is a spell, your bonus action cannot be a spell. If your bonus action is a spell, your action cannot be a spell. First or higher level. So with your bonus action, you cast Shield of Faith on yourself. With your action, you cannot then use Fireball, for example. You can do anything else with your action, but you can't cast a leveled spell. That is a bit confusing. I feel like that trips people up. But it is a rule I stick by. It's a bit annoying to track. But you can use a cantrip. So, for example, on that same turn that you use Shield of Faith, you Shield of Faith yourself, and then you still are far away, and you don't want to use your gun or whatever, so you're like, I want to use a spell, so I'm going to Acid Splash. That's fine. Because Acid Splash is a, cantrip. That's totally fine. You can't Fireball, you can Firebolt. Yeah, if you can do multiple spells per turn, spellcasters are already, like, one of the main criticisms for D&D balance is that spellcasters are consistently much more powerful than martial classes. Which is one of the things that 2024 edition was created for, to try to create more of a balance between the two. I still disagree with the fact that martial classes are, like, super underpowered. Yeah, Grand Wizard Pollute. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that shit was nuts. So I kind of just like glossed. There were some spells that were casted in the same action. I wasn't worried about that at that point in time, but I do wanna make sure that is more balanced for the campaign. Because I think there were a couple times where you casted multiple spells in a turn and want to like fuck with it because it's cool. That's kind of the thing with D&D, is that sometimes it's just kind of thick, so you gotta let it slide. So like if you're like, hey, I want to no, that's what it was. We couldn't cast both spells, but one of them was his cape, or something like that. He had a magic item that allowed him to grow big, and then he used the spell to make himself strong while he was big. So that was why he was able to do both, I believe. or something along those lines. I don't know. There were a lot of like obviously Bai's character is overpowered and should not have been that strong. And level 20 is hard to police, but I'm not worried about it. Well, thank you. Yeah, I try to like, you gotta like rule of cool it sometimes, you know? Like sometimes shit is just awesome and you're like, hey, like I just want to be, I just want to do this thing, and you're like, shit, that sounds awesome. But anyway, I think one of the things that's misunderstood about martial classes is that physical prowess is very powerful, should you be creative with it. And then I think I think martial classes are bad under strict D&D rules. But like, for example, if you were Jane's character on the whose name I can't remember, in the Tomb of Horrors 2, who gouged out the eyes of the basilisk so that it couldn't turn people to stone. Like that's a very good use of a martial class that is probably going to be a lot harder if you don't have multiple attacks, you know, as like a spellcaster. Like, you know, you could launch a fireball at the eyes of the basilisk, but I think it's much more effective to be like, hey, I would like to physically go in there and pry the eyes open. You know, that's going to be much more effective in that sort of strategy. And so that's why I think the strength of martial classes are going to be, is the fact that they get to manhandle shit, you know? You know, they're very weak if you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to walk up slowly, hit my 2 attack, and then walk away, you know? That's not as strong. If you are instead like, I'm gonna do an aimed shot at this thing, I'm gonna try to knock out like its stinger, or, you know, remove something that's pivotal, or hitting someone down, very, very powerful in D&D. If you have a single enemy and it's your size, you can just pin them down. That's incredibly strong, as long as like you can succeed. If you don't succeed, it feels really shitty, but oh yeah, absolutely. No, that's a pretty good use of grease. It's technically not in the rules, but it just feels right. So I definitely allow it. Yeah. As long as you're okay with me using that against you in the future, you know? That's the other thing with D&D, is that you got to know is that the cooler shit you guys do, the cooler shit I get to do against you. You're like, oh shit. You know, if the party is like super into dismantling enemies and pinning them down, I'm gonna start doing that against them. The party's like, oh, I'm real, you know, oh, I'm so strong, I'm gonna start like really like knocking people down and really disrupting the action economy, trying to get get at everyone and stuff like that. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna do the same thing back. That's, I think, the best way to balance D&D, is that like if the players are doing cool shit, you can just steal that. You can just steal it directly from them. They won't tell you. Can't stop me. So the best thing about Home Cook Gadget Oil Slick, yeah. So they in my my previous work campaign, they defeated a very powerful enemy once by with a very cool strategy. I created these shadow walker creatures things. I don't remember what I called them. That like were basically like twisted sort of humanoid forms. They just their foe was in the Shadowfell. Anyway, whole thing, very powerful enemy, but humanoid enough so that what they did is one of them turned giant and then just pinned the guy down so he couldn't do anything. Another guy used gaseous form to turn himself into just a fucking just not breathable air, and then just stuck himself over the guy's head, and so they just choked him out. It worked. I was like, I can't fault that. You know, they circumvented the encounter in a creative way. Like, you know, I can't fault it if you just win on that shit, like, you win. But I think that's what make martial class is good, is the ability to is creativity. And people always, like, I always recommend people do martial classes if it's their first time, because it's technically easier, but I think you do have more possibilities for creativity. You have, or at least just a different amount of options for creativity as you do as a wizard. Like, as a wizard, you have to manage like a million spells and shit like that, but like, I think it's equally if not more rewarding to realize that, like, oh, this guy has like a weakness in his head, so I'm just gonna, like, but if he's too high up, so what if I just start climbing, you know? Like I can't hit, you know, the weakness isn't visible from where I'm at, so I'm just gonna start climbing, you know, and start hitting the weak point. Well, you know, like Shadow of Colossus, this motherfucker. And sorcerers are so sexy, so that checks out. But what's up, Jane? I'm trying to sell my philosophy on the fact that you can be cool as a fighter, or as like a martial class, you know. Because I think because I don't know if you've like been a part of any of the D&D discourse, but there's a lot of D&D discourse that like martial classes suck and they're underpowered and no one wants to play them and all these things, and I'm like, I don't know though, like, you can just poke someone's eye out and there's nothing you can do as a DM, you know, if you just like remove a limb from an enemy by ripping it off because you have 20 strength and you can just do that. Like, shit, dog. Like, I don't know. Like, you gotta be the same amount of creative as you are with a wizard. D&D is all about using your tools creatively, not just like using your you know, like, you can just use your actions statically if you wanted to, but you're not gonna get the most out of it. Yeah, D&D is especially like, I don't know, like, the martial spellcaster divide is definitely pretty bad in D&D, because spellcasters get like a million things to do, and martials do not. But I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. I don't know. It might just be me, but like, it's my opinion, man. I just think I think you can, like, like the monk thing, you know, you could just stun forever, and it's the optimal move. Like, just like, you can just obliterate someone with low constitution, as you did in the thing. That's fully within the rules, you know. And people still said in the past version of monk that monk was the weakest class, you know, besides ranger, I guess. But I don't know. Like, sure, you don't, like, I think the thing is, yeah, that's, you know, the martial class worst fear is the spellcaster. I don't know, like, I feel like, because, like, wizards like, especially, like, if you're a warlock, you know, if you're a warlock, you're like, I have pack magic, and I can do X amount of things, and I can just do this for free, and I can do this with a special move or something like that, and you can just do a bunch of shit. And if you're a wizard, you're like, I have like 70 spells at any given time that I can just swap between, and I just killed another wizard and I got all of his spells in my spellbook now, you know. And then that's a huge amount of freedom that martial classes just don't have. But at the same time, a wizard is going to have maybe this is just how I run games. I feel like wizards are going to have a whole lot more trouble pinpointing like weak points like that, unless they have the spell for it. You know, you could probably chop someone's arm off with a cloud of daggers, but like, if you are like your fireball is going to be effective. It's going to be very good damage. But unless like your opponent is made of wood, it's not going to target any weak points. Like a fighter can go in there and like and you know, like cut someone up if you're creative enough with it. I don't know. So, you know, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I think it's tough balancing that kind of stuff, because I think if and I haven't played Pathfinder very much, but that is the first time I ever did D&D. Oh yeah, and being able to crit things like extra and stuff like that. Champion fighters, very basic, like incredibly like basic, but being able to double your critical rate, pretty damn strong. You know, like barbarians. I think no one argues against barbarians. The ability to resist a lot of damage just makes you a really good tank in general. But like barbarians not able to use magic for weird reasons, still like you can just shrug off damage. You can, I don't know, like I feel like there's so many cool things you can do. I understand the want to play other D&D systems, or other tabletop systems, because there are like there's different, you know, if you don't like D&D, there's going to be a million other systems for you. You know, D&D is not a catch-all system. Arguably, it tries to be, and it does not succeed in some places. But you know, it's very good for you know, high, like mid to high fantasy, you know. But I don't think it's as like, I think people are just tired of D&D. I think it's the problem, and I think there's a lot of people that acclaim D&D problems or they claim that there are more problems with D&D just because they just are not a fan of the system, you know, or have played with bad DMs that don't want to do stuff. Hasbro is a fair ick, dude. That shit, like, Hasbro is bad. They're fucking evil, dude. Any company that is going to use the fucking what is the Union Assassins, whatever, I don't remember what they're called, like the guys, they just like the what, Pickeringtons or something like that. I don't remember what they're called. The Pinkertons, yeah. That's that like, I might like that's crazy supervillain bullshit. And that's not even like that's a pretty extreme example. I feel like the on the day-to-day, their monetization of Dungeons and Dragons is obscene. It's so expensive. You know, they're taking down of resources that should be publicly available in the system, and all kinds of just stuff. I think they've used AI in various parts, and I don't know, there's like yeah, so that's monetizing a thing that's literally about using your imagination to do whatever the fuck you want is crazy, you know? Like, yeah, you're gonna do the Mr. Krabs thing where he just sucks the TV out of, like, watching the TV out of a guy because he forgot to pay, you know? Like, that's, if Hasbro could do that, they would do that. They'd be like, if they saw me using Wikidot, I'm pretty sure Hasbro would like, Hasbro, if they could, would like remove my knowledge of the, I would go into a facility and come out about 70 IQ points dumber than I actually was. I'd be like, nah, dude, that's in our terms of service. You should have read it. Yeah, that part's crazy. Like, I understand wanting to make money off of a product that you're selling, but there is a point in which it just becomes greed. You know, 103. Well, thank you. Like, there's just a point in which it's just upsetting. You know, it's just ridiculous. Like, why is there like why like, I don't know. And I don't know what the line is, but they've definitely crossed it. So Magic is in a similar place, obviously owned by Hasbro as well, owned by Wizard of the Coast and stuff like that, and a lot of people are unhappy with Magic right now, and just there's too many sets. That's my thing. I don't care if you have Ninja Turtles. That's not my problem. I didn't like the Ninja Turtle sets, but that's not the issue. I think this issue is that there's 7 sets coming out this year. I don't have money for 7 different sets of cards. No one has money for 7 different sets of cards. You know, who the fuck is buying all that? They're running out of steam before you even hit like 2030, you know? No, I got minus $25 right now. That's my bank account currently. Hopefully I get paid this week. I hope. I mean, I should. That'd be nice. But anyway, I may have overestimated some stuff, but that's all right. We'll bounce back. Anyway, sorry, that was my long-winded rant about D&D. How you doing, Jane? Not terrible. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry to hear, but I feel like I'm in the same boat. This was a pretty shitty weekend for me, arguably. Yeah, this is just a bad weekend, so I just not have a whole lot of fun. But right now I'm doing fine. At least, you know, not great, but not terrible. A 10's not gonna cut it. Let's try this. But I don't know. But I'll be fine. I just gotta figure out work situation and various other things and stuff. But I don't know. We got our Gil back. Oh, I have a bunch of ventures. Whoa. I didn't realize. Hold on. I actually gotta pee. I'll be right back. Ugh, actually, you know what? I'm not done with the D&D thing. I have one more thing to say. And that is, how the fuck is Hasbro evil?
But now, in other words, most of Renoa's attacks will be there to set up another attack, and that'll really throw the opponent for a loop and keep them on
I'm reading, watching that video. The Fletcher posted. Like, not like as in like, oh, like Hasbro can't be evil. No, as in like, how are you a toy maker? You know? And like this. That's crazy. Like you, I don't know. Yeah. I do not understand how you go to work every day and you make toys for children. And and that's your superhero arc or supervillain arc rather. You go and sell joy to the masses. That's crazy. Anyway, that's my take on that. Exactly. They said the Hasbro, yeah, they really did. Oh man. Unbelievable out here. Yeah, that's fine enough. Anyway, I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow, but I am looking forward to drinking this bottle of soju that I have found tomorrow. So I probably shouldn't drink it today, but okay, I definitely oh, I'm out of inventory space. Fair enough. Oh, yeah, sell some of this stuff. Hell yeah. Soju is just delicious. It's just like it's honestly the most dangerous form of alcohol we've invented, I think. It's so good and will just get you destroyed. And so that's tomorrow's plan. If work doesn't suck. If work sucks, then that'll be Tuesday's plan. All right. I think it's all the characters actually. It's all my characters 14. Let's see. Actually, okay, one more thing. I gotta check whatever if we won any jumbo cackbots or not. But after that, I think we have to Ever Crisis. I'm so sorry. Muscle Mom already got theirs. A tree stump. I mean, you know, as I was saying earlier, it is Pride Month in a few hours, so they will be killing me as part of a ritual sacrifice. So I figured I might as well drink before that happens. Alright, let's see. Let's get back to the gold saucer. There's a live long and prosper emote? No fucking what? Motions to live long and prosper. When the fuck? Rundown of what to need prep for session 0. I gotta. I'll send you everything through chat. But honestly, my general goal is that you shouldn't have to prep anything. Not even a character, honestly. And that we'll like session 0 is the prep. So, if you want to create a character, that's totally fine. I'll try to send you some stuff in the world and like where you'll be starting in the world and stuff like that soon. I gotta see. I gotta take off a Saturday. Let's see if I can request off Saturdays. So that's the thing. Session 0 is gonna have to on a day that I otherwise be working. So let's figure that out real quick. Or we could, if you guys are okay running a bit later on a Saturday, we could have that be an earlier. We could have that be a we could do the 6 if you're okay with doing earlier. That could work. The 6th of this month, so this upcoming Saturday. If you, all right, yeah, you're good. I'll try to post and stuff and get more information going. But I could do the 6th if you guys are okay doing after 4. Because I get out of work around 4, so I'd be available around 5. For D&D, I could try, you know. Bit of a long day, but I can do that. I usually stream afterwards anyway, so it wouldn't be too bad. So I could try if you guys want to do it early. It's illegal for D&D characters to be straight. Yeah, this is also true. Just in general, not even on Pride Month, just also always in general. Most of my D&D characters are like, most of my characters in general are just pansexual. Just because, like, it's honestly such a cheat code. It's like my characters are just available in case the other players are hot enough, you know. That's like my general stance. I don't know if that's problematic or not. I have no idea. But most of the, like, if I'm running a campaign, and you run into a character and that character is over the age of 18, you can why would I make them not fuckable? Unless I specifically write them to be in a certain way. Yeah, I guess, you know. I don't think I would, but I think there's like comedic potential for having like the world's straightest man in a campaign full of gay people. So anyway, I think there's potential for that, but in general, like, right. Oh yeah, and then also, yeah, like I feel like a character that is just like not into that shit at all, you know, and that's totally fine. But I think I'd have to like very specifically write someone, and I think a lot of it comes through naturally, you know, like I've had characters I've had characters been like, oh, I'm not interested in men or I'm not interested in women, to people when the results of their seduction roll has just been bad enough. Like that's a you can, you know, or like I'm asexual because like it just was bad, you know. and like that was just the natural reaction that came out of it, so that's just like how it turned out. But anyway, none of these. Yeah, monster fucker only. Yeah, I mean, people are allowed to have preferences, you know, but like I think like for the most part, if you're an NPC, like what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I think the 6th for D&D could work, or we could do the 13th. That's the first day I'm gonna try to request off for D&D. And I'll try to get you guys some information that'll be helpful. So I have, let me see if I can just find the world in my photos real quick so I can send it to y'all. It's like way down there in my photos. Where the fuck is it? Do I even have it anymore? No. All right, hold on. It's somewhere in here. I have my own world. It's got its own world building, but I keep it very close to how D&D I think is like best played, which is just sort of a generic fantasy world, where you can kind of insert whatever kind of lore you want into it. The lore I have for the world is also very based on whatever the players currently want for it to be, which is like I don't know, like it's like there's a lot of stuff that genuinely happened. Like you can't say something just didn't happen, but if you're like, hey, and there's no war going on, like there's a couple of things that I think I will steer people away from. Like you can be a soldier, but like if you're like, hey, you know, I was involved in like I'm involved in the war effort, and I'll be like, okay, well, you can be involved in the front line against certain places that are at odds with each other, but I think like there's no like on screen like war effort right now. What the fuck is this thing? Oh, I have this somewhere. I'll figure it out. I have a lot of fucking memes in my folder that are just ancient. I have so many memes in my folder that's ancient. Oh, this one's good. That's going... hold on. A soldier in the gamers war. Yeah, like there's some stuff like I'll steer you against. But in general, if you're like, hey, you know, I was... Like, I've been very open about including different stuff in a campaign that I didn't initially intend on, but has, you know, people have been wanting to add and stuff like that, so it's totally fine. Where the fuck is it? I don't know do I have this anywhere, actually? I'll figure it out eventually. That's in my pictures like a fucking million years down. I found some pictures of the world, but not the world map that I'm looking for. Shit. Oh well, I'll find it. All right, I shouldn't be worried about it. But in general, like I think like just tell me what you're like in session 0. You know, I'll give you some stuff about the world. I can tell you anything you want about it right now. It's essentially two continents. It's very sort of standard fantasy fare. Right now, we have just passed the era of peace, and now we are in a new era. Essentially, the era of peace was what I had called basically everything. All the previous campaigns basically were there. Yeah, it's generally where I put everything. We haven't won a single thing. I have a 4th place prize. That's crazy, actually. Put everything in the era piece normally. The Tomb of Horrors is in the Age of Myth, or the myths and the era of myths and legends, which is basically very high fantasy. Like that's like when like gods roamed the earth, and you know, people could become very, very powerful. You know, the common language is just sort of getting started. There's still a fair amount of conflict between the different nations and stuff like that. But the Arab peace is generally where there's a consensus of amongst what they call the civilized nations to create a sort of a United Nations adjacent thing. There are a couple places that do not agree with the current placement of civility versus uncivility. Some are, you know, like sort of warring factions, like the Yuan-Ti, are generally have their own country that is largely at war with the neighboring Dragonborn draconian country of Scaletuk. The Orklands are also not in the general like the peace treaty, but are very much not at war with anyone anymore. Orcs in I don't know. There's a bunch of lore. Like I don't know. I think it's hard to sort of feel like the orcs for me are one of those things where D&D I feel like has like landed them enough. Dude, it's consolation all the way down. It's actually crazy. We haven't won a single 4th prize a single time. Whatever. But let's see what else. Oh, we need to go to the new data center. Orcs used to be controlled by an evil god, basically. He's beautiful. Yeah, orcs used to be under the like control by a god that basically used their army, their like innate strength to create a terrible army, and that created that's my sort of justification sort of for the standard sort of terrible treatment of orcs that D&D usually has. Is subject of great contention. I wanted to place in so that like there is no reason to be to like in my world there is no reason to be hateful towards orcs. They have done nothing wrong. However, under the control of another greater evil, like they have, you know, done stuff so that people are upset irrationally at them. So that's my current idea of that. However, there's no trace of that left in orcs. They just live a peaceful life now. But there's a lot of scars that people in the area tend to not forgive. One of my favorite areas is the islands of Ubriel. Ubriel rules. I love Ubriel. My favorite area. Ubriel is essentially the island conglomerate of Ubriel is a lawless land where a bunch of people decided they wanted to like either just evade you know, like prosecution or very simply taxes of their homeland and stuff like that, and founded a nation of pirates and thieves, a sort of work in a might makes right kind of thing, and like and you know, respect really carries you around and stuff like that. There's an amusement park there that is essentially just the site of degeneracy. Bunch of stuff, but other than that, it's very standard D&D fare. I can't find the thing anywhere. It's so annoying. I'm gonna go into my recent and scroll all the way down to my least recent. Surely it's there somewhere. If not, I'll just take a new picture. I have it physically. It's a physical map. It just used to look a lot better, so I haven't I had saved in my camera roll. Because it used to look, you know, it used to be a lot cleaner. Now it's a little faded. Yeah, it's essentially, yeah, Six Flags, yeah. I call it a fantasy Disneyland, personally, but, Six Flags apps too. I got to run a campaign there, and they fucking liberated it, which is awesome. So now it's like, it's less grand. People are actually getting paid now, so that's good. Finally a fourth prize. That's crazy. Their first fourth prize. I mean, like that was a million times. All right, one more, and then we can go on to Ever Crisis, our favorite game, and then that'll probably be the end for me, because I got work early in the morning. I'm not very tired. It'll suck, but we'll see. It's fantasy Disneyland. Like, I don't know, it's my favorite area. I'm so glad I got to go it up, because it's like it's like there's a bunch of stuff that's really cool, and there's a bunch of stuff that like really fucking sucks. And so I had like a bunch of different encounters that could go through and sort of figure out the dark secrets of the island. In Obriel and stuff like that, so. And they got to kill Fantasy Walt Disney, so. And I suppose I could be using a mini Cacbot as well, but I'm not super concerned. Wait, I thought did I not do this? Apparently I didn't. Alright, anyway. That is the emo trifecta. The Squall's not there, though. But, yeah, I guess so. Alright, anyway. Sweet. Ever Crisis it is. But yeah, I think you guys will start, most likely in what I consider, like, the starting area, which is Astroso. Astroso is pretty, standard. But it's got some cool shit in it. Alright, it's time for Peak. Oh god, I probably haven't downloaded it. Probably not updated it. Probably needs to update. Fuck. It definitely needs to update. The reason we're playing is because they finally finished Dirge of Cerberus on this game. And it's only gonna be up for a limited amount of time. So anyway. Regardless, Estroso is interesting place. It's part of the what is it, Esosaran, sort of ex-alliance. There used to be this this large conglomerate of city-states that rose against the Adrian Empire, and that was like a big thing. And eventually, I'll run a campaign in the age of the Adrian Empire. They're essentially just fantasy like England. They conquered a bunch of the world, and still have like several countries that just like under their belt, and they suck. And like they're more like in culture-wise like a United States. I consider them like the U.S. of the world. And you know, like, whereas like, but like in like they just conquered a bunch of shit. And so Estrosco is one of the countries that basically fought back in the Estrosarian Alliance. There's a couple different places there. Let's see if I can find it physically, actually. Oh, hi, Ellie. Oh, I didn't see you there. Alright, I don't know where I put my D&D map. I have to find that at some point. I hope I haven't lost it. I gotta recollect all the. I gotta rewrite a lot of the lore around it. I used to have like documents and stuff, dictating all the different things that have happened in the world and all the important stuff, at least. I still have it all up here, but definitely helps more if it's written down. But I think I'm gonna start you guys very generically in this one. I hope you don't mind. You guys are starting in a tavern. That's the current idea I have. So we'll see how it goes. Session 0 will be no actual gameplay. So that's the other thing. I plan on Session 0 to be completely just prep. It shouldn't take too long. So I'm thinking like we could just do it after work. But I'll be around all day in case like you really want to workshop some things and sort of check in and see how things are going to work and stuff like that, or if you don't know how to play D&D. But yeah, I think Saturdays, we'll try it with Saturday, and we'll just like workshop characters and stuff like that. So I think the best stuff for D&D comes if your characters have like connections to each other. I don't think you have to. I have an idea of how I'm going to get everyone together in one place. But like but I do think building characters together is helpful. I don't usually run a Session 0, so this is a bit new for me. Usually just kind of go for it. I thought I tried this time. Anyway, we got to download this game. Dirge of Cerberus final update is out. And now we can finally view Dirge of Cerberus again. Oh, we've already played through the game. And it is looking like Square Enix is never going to remaster it, so this might be the only place you can find it on modern consoles. Or modern systems, rather. I wish they just remastered Dirge of Cerberus. I didn't like it. I didn't like the game. But, like, I think... I don't know. Yeah, I guess I didn't like it, but I still wish they, like, you know, would include it in the compilations of everything. I think they should after Remake Part 3 comes out. Because Dirge of Cerberus takes place after that, so I guess it wouldn't make sense for it to do it now, because then you get a bunch of spoilers about Meteor. But it'd be fun to do it if it came after. a bunch of shit about like the like most of it is about you know, the yeah, the Shinra experiments, which you already know is going on, but especially with the Yuffie campaign, explaining about Deep Ground, but I almost wish there was another interlude, though. I think there should be an interlude between, like, I want more, like, little stories and stuff like that. I think interlude was really fun. I know it was mainly probably just made to tide people over while they revamped the system for part 2. But I did really like interlude. It played more like Rebirth than it did Remake, which I think is a good thing. And Yuffie's arguably one of the most fun character to play as in that series. Anyway, here we go. I don't know what they do for the interlude again, but I don't know. Let's play the Turks or something. I don't know. Who knows? I still completed that. That's crazy. All right, leaving a guild. Yep, because I never log into this place. Let's just no, we're not creating a guild. We're just gonna join another guild immediately. Cloudissy 69. Oh, this is finally the perfect guild. We're going through like every single guild in this game because I keep rejoining ones. Hey. Probably will be no different here. I also don't know if there's an event going on right now. I think it's just the event is the Dirge of Cerberus, yeah. I gotta figure out how to turn this off. I keep getting like clickbaity articles as notifications on my phone from like whatever Google AI service there is. It's terrible. So I got one that was like, finally, after all these years, the end of an era comes for Final Fantasy VII. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I had to click on it because I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. How do I get that? How do I get the dress? I have to buy the dress? That's fucking bullshit. It's actually only the red crystals, which are, that's so bullshit. That's so bullshit. Oh, I'm so mad. That's a cool skin for, they get this chaos form. That's fun. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Whoa, mama. Yeah, I completely lost it. Anyway, saw Cloud in a dress, and that was it. Alright, I guess let's go for it. Alright, one more thing. A couple more things, rather. I can't believe Cloud and Address was mandatory paid. It might have been like gettable at some. The monetization scheme of this thing is criminal, dude. It's so bad. I mean, clearly you wanted it to be a yes, so... Alright, let's see. None we need here. Alright, okay. Got your stuff from the guild. Alright, there we go. And that's... Why is he shirtless? What is the lore reason? Yeah, Dirge of Cerberus. Ever Crisis Collection. Chaos Collides! Vincent agrees to Shulk's favor and places her inside a Mako pod he finds in deep ground. I don't remember what was happening before. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. She should be alright for now. Okay, now let me see if I've got this. You keep going, find Nero and Wet Vice, and smack him into next Tuesday. And while you're cleaning house, I sneak into the reactor and shut her down. Haha, sounds like a plan. So see you around, Vince. Discover Grimoire Valentine. I forgot his father's name is Grimoire. God, as if Vincent Valentine wasn't edgy enough. His father's name is Grimoire. Gresha, hello? Anybody here? What? Grimoire Valentine. Father. Who's... Lucretia, this file. It's none of your business. But it is. Why didn't you tell me you worked with my father? Stop it! Just stop it! Lucretia. It was all my fault. I didn't mean for your father to die. I couldn't. I'm so sorry. But I never blamed her. All I wanted was to see her smiling face. But after that day, the light left her heart. So you've come to your senses and chosen me. Yes, Doctor. But if she's happy, then I don't mind. Another dream? Vincent Valentine. Why? Why are you fighting this battle? To destroy Deep Ground and stop Omega's return. It's time that an end is put to this madness. Or at least that's what I tell myself. Though I'm not completely sure that's the reason. Not sure. Neither am I. But Vincent, I don't want to see the world end. I don't want there to be any more pain. They lived happily ever after. The end. This is Vice? Is he dead? Yes, but not for long. Not for long. A new life breathes inside of him, just as one does in you, Valentine. Ah, that's what you're doing. Soon, my dear brother will awaken. It seems like an eternity since I was granted the knowledge of rebirth. Granted? By who? Yeah, it was tons of toe. Sorry, game audio might be too quiet here. It just gets so loud sometimes. What? Omega! Stay away from my brother! No one will take him away from me again! Okie dokie. Just up the volume just a tad. Just gets so loud sometimes. Anyway, battle time.
Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
She fucking did. Who will be the one you fight 3 times? Probably Vice, if I had to guess, but Nero would have to fight again. I don't know, let's put Yuffie in here. Yuffie's kind of a member of the plot, and then let's put fucking Kate Sith in here. He's kind of here as well. It don't matter. We don't even gotta use Vincent. He's so tricky, I don't know how I'm gonna defeat him. He's level 15! They really wanted you to be able to complete the story as literally any level. No, I don't want to retry. Don't make me retry. No, I'm out of here. I'm not even doing it again. Game over. Vice awakens. I gotcha. Nice. Oh, these beautiful PS2 graphics. Nissan. Every cutscene is a different resolution. It's great. Some of them are PS2, Some of them are in this style, in the Ever Crisis style, and some of them are revamped. They're all different. Yep. And then he just fucking kills them. That makes sense. That's such a classic move. Classic villain move. I spent all this time trying to resurrect you, and then you just fucking kill me. God. Omega manifests. The only good thing about Dirge Cerberus, well, I mean, I don't know. I hate to say it. I don't know. The best part about Dirge Cerberus, and the only good part, is the final fight. Yeah, shirtless, silver-haired men is kind of the thing. I think Nomura just has the type. Your weapons are useless. My body is one with Omega, just as yours is with Chaos. The difference being, Chaos is nothing more than a pawn. Whereas Omega is the ultimate weapon that will lead this planet's soul to the stars. There is nothing that can destroy me. Nothing! Not even a handgun! True. It's okay, because I have a big handgun. Vincent Valentine. And so we meet again. What? Still in the dark. 3 years ago, while I was still running about looking for Sephiroth, I took it upon myself to distribute my data. My mind, my knowledge, my inner being across the worldwide network. And even though my body had died, the world had been left in ruin, I survived in a virtual reality. I was in Sword Art Online. It was kind of cringe, actually. I didn't like that one. A Neo reunion, you could say. You. Right, boy! It's me, Hojo! I forgot that's the fucking reveal. It's fucking Hojo again. It always has been. It's just Hojo again in a fucking trench coat. I'm sorry. Let us do this right. Hello, Vincent. How long has it been? 3 years? Yeah, this is very simple stuff. So he's Omega, but he's also Hojo, but he's also Vice, which was a character that was experimented on in Deep Ground by Hojo, and then Hojo put himself into a neural network into the TV world, and now he is controlling Vice because he got uploaded into the system that was Omega, and now Omega is in Vice, and he's controlling the whole thing. It's very simple. And then Vincent Valentine is Chaos. Chaos is the thing that's supposed to bring Omega so that Omega can bring the planet in a big spaceship through the sky. It's basically Mormon philosophy. It's so simple, guys. Come on. There's a problem. Only a strong shell could hold back Omega's might. Could not just be anyone. I don't know what these guys are saying. Final Fantasy VII is very simple if you don't think about it, which I don't think any. Yeah, in Mormon lore, it's literally well, no, it's not Mormon. What is the Scientology? Not Mormon. Scientology. They believe that like Xenu is gonna bring them in a big spaceship. It's Scientology lore. My bad. So you see, boy, the reason you were able to play such a perfect host for Chaos was because my experiments had endowed you with a nearly indestructible body. Thanks to me, you are standing here today. Oh, is it Mormons? It is Mormons that look at other planets. I thought it was. All right, so yeah. Anyway, whatever. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. Attempted to perfect my body for Omega by injecting myself with Genova's cells. That didn't go as planned. I failed to consider the fact that the cells might try to take over my mind, eat away at my soul. And so, as a safety measure, I came up with a brilliant plan to transmit my neurodata across a worldwide network. Holy shit. After completing this, I still required a durable body. This one I recalled Deep Ground. I forgot about it until now. Home of the most powerful beings on the planet. I even found a willing assistant in the lad Nero here to help me carry out my so-called rebirth. Though never did he suspect I would take control of his beloved brother's mind. And thus, with a new body, I began my final experiment. The chaos within you was born of a tainted life stream. The almighty Omega would be born of a pure one. So I had my minions gather up the uncontaminated to create a stream of refined Mako, thus awakening Omega inside me. Genius, I tell you! Pure genius! Only a scientist of my caliber is worthy to become one with Omega and leave this planet for the stars! That's Hojo for you. You're getting old, Vincent Valentine.
Babe. You really want me to say chaos 20 times? Fine. Chaos, 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 chaos. There, you happy?
You just can't leave me alone, can you? Now sit right there. I want you to see this. The cloud shoes are just the art style, arguably. Once I have absorbed the life stream. The plot of Stranger of Paradise. Chaos. I'm here to kill chaos. Chaos. Vincent. Vincent, you cannot defeat this enemy by simply trying to overpower him. Did somebody mention chaos? I don't give a fuck who you. Wait, what is it? I don't give a shit. What did you say? Whatever. Enough of this charade. Rod. I don't give a fuck who you are. They didn't say fuck. They didn't. I don't remember. Anyway, please, Vincent. I don't. I guess. I mean, sure. We'll go with that. She won't help you now, Vincent Valentine. What? Why you? Utilizing the proto-materials to draw forth chaos while maintaining your human form. But even with the power of chaos, you won't be able to stop me. Stop Omega! Hojo, I've heard enough. It's time to end this. Right here. Right now! You insignificant fool! Why? Why is Omega's power fading? Vice. What is going on? I just don't know what's going on. Bye.
Impossible! Get out of me! Omega's hosts must be pure! Why do you think I had you create Mako untainted by Genova? The filthy being like you infected it! Silence. I'm speaking with my brother. That right, dear brother.
Now there's swimsuit Tifa and swimsuit Aerith in this game. There's feet if you know where to find them. Yes, Nero.
No! Brother, let us become one. Let us come together so that none may ever tear us apart.
Yes, let us go join him. Vice, Nero.
No, stop it! You can't! This is my body now! No!
There's really no point for Hojo to be there. There's no point. Nothing changes. The fact that he was orchestrating the whole thing all along does not change a single goddamn thing in Dirge Cerberus. I swear to God, there is no fucking reason for him to be there. It's the same. It's just it's the same thing regardless. What a great battle, which we played. Yeah. Hopefully they'll at least let us fight Omega. I highly doubt it. It's like a cinematic boss fight in the game, and there's no cinema to be found here, so. Omega is at least like the only cool part of Dirge of Cerberus, so there's no way they let us do it in the game. There's no chance. There he is. This shit kind of rips. I can't even lie. Oh, that's so... Oh, man. What were they on, Doug? Yeah, this shit ruled it. This is like the best part of the game and the base game. I have no idea how they're gonna do it. It's probably gonna be a cutscene. It's probably gonna be a pretty shitty cutscene. Omega has awoken. Chaos has been drawn out of the shadows to serve as a counterbalance, or so it would seem. However, in theory, the souls that exist inside Omega should act as a type of virtual network. It wouldn't be impossible, but maybe I could. I'm gonna hack the live stream, is what they're saying. Grateful I'm not only uploaded Lucretia's thoughts, but her wishes and dreams as well. She's gonna hack the planet. That's actually what's happening, by the way. She's hacking the planet. Uploading herself to the fucking live stream so she can hack it. This is the game for you, apparently. Is that Jesus? Yes. Drew forth the proto-materia from within. Goodbye, Jesus. Say hello to Jesus. All right. All right, I gotta pee real quick. What? Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait a minute. There's nothing more? There's no more? They promised. They said that was it. They said that was it. They said there's no more Dirge Cerberus. What the That's it. That's all there is. Never mind. Cool. Alright, sweet. We don't even get to see the ending. They haven't built that yet. They haven't done it yet. They forgot. Alright, well, that's it for me. Good night, folks.